Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Manchester United receive major injury boost ahead of Manchester Derby. Manchester United have received a major injury boost ahead of the Manchester Derby after the international break. According to ESPN, Manchester United are hopeful that Marcus Rashford will be fit to face rivals Manchester City in their first game following the international break. Rashford has been in excellent form for Manchester United so far this season, often keeping Cristiano Ronaldo out of the team, playing in a centre forward role. After a disappointing few years at the club, the England international is starting to show signs of being back to his best against Manchester City, a side who are more than likely going to dominate the ball against United. Rashford's pace on the counter-attack could be an effective way of getting a result against their rivals. Without Rashford, Ronaldo is likely to be starting man up front. Although an excellent goal scorer, when his team doesn't have the ball and dominates possession, he's far more ineffective. Ronaldo has lost a lot of pace due to his age, so during counter-attacks and when United are pressing the opposition defense, Rashford is by far the better option for a game like this. Busy October gives Donny van de Beek chance to save Manchester United career. It will be a challenging October for Erik ten Hag's side, as United are set to play 13 times in the space of 42 days in 3 different competitions. The Dutchman seems to have a pretty good idea when it comes to his strongest starting 11, having picked for the last 4 Premier League games as well as 1 Europa League game. But the challenging aspect will be when the manager will be required to rotate his squad while still picking up wins. There are quite a few stars waiting in the wings for the chance to stake their claim for a spot in the starting lineup. One of them is Donny van de Beek. The former Ajax star was overlooked by former manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, while interim boss Ralf Rangnick was also not a big fan, as he ended up sending him out on loan to Everton. Ten Hag knows him well from his time at the Eredivisie champions and did play him in all pre-season games, but the Dutch midfielder is yet to start a competitive game this season. An untimely injury did not help matters, but now he has been pictured back in training, and with the busy upcoming fixture schedule, this might be the 25-year-old's best chance at impressing the manager. Ten Hag is bound to rotate for the Europa League and EFL Cup ties, and if the Netherlands international can put in a solid shift, he can finally resurrect his faltering United career. There have already been reports of United looking to offload Donny van de Beek as early as this January, with Inter Milan said to be interested, and this might be one of his final chances to make an impression. The good thing is his current boss knows how to use him. His versatility means he can play as the number 6, number 8 and even number 10 roles. Glazers unlikely to back Erik ten Hag in January. Erik ten Hag and his coaching staff were present for Manchester United's last game of the previous season against Crystal Palace, which they ended up losing in the end. That gave them a glimpse of the size of the task at hand. The Dutch manager did not waste any time and even cut short his holiday to get started, and he handed over his list of transfer targets to the club hierarchy and started with the players who had come back early from holiday. As per norm, the Red Devils began their foray into the market sluggishly, and by the time the new season started, only 3 players had come in. The first 2 matches saw United get hampered by Brighton and Brentford, with the manager furious with the lack of backing he was given. That prompted the club to go out and spend big money on Casemiro and Antony. The Athletic have already revealed that the initial budget was roughly half of what ended up being spent, and they had to go over their initial projections following the defeats. Ten Hag, unlike his predecessor, will speak out if and when required, and he has already suggested that he will be attending meetings which include recruitment for January. We have many meetings, we have to improve the structures in and around the club, Ten Hag said, and we will also look to the window in January or next summer already, Ten Hag had said recently. Manchester United do not have a game until they face Manchester City on October 2, and Erik ten Hag will use the break to evaluate his squad and planned possible additions, Laurie Whitewell mentioned it in his most recent Athletic article, but due to the summer budget being stretched beyond £200 million, funds are expected to be very tight when the winter market opens. Owner Joel Glazer, Chief Executive Richard Arnold, and Football Director John Murtaugh are focused firmly on summer 2023 as the next opportunity to significantly add to Ten Hag's squad, The Athletic further mentioned. Ten Hag clearly feels his side are slowly adjusting to his method, and the revival in league form is testament to it. Recent reports had suggested how the Dutch boss is confident that his side can challenge for the title, even if a little charge is not possible so early in his tenure. Top 4 is very much up for grabs, and the former Ajax coach feels the next step of his rebuilding project can be started from January itself. Knighton gives update on Manchester United takeover plans. Businessman Knighton has provided an update on his ongoing aim to buy Manchester United from the Glazers and feels the current owners will be gone in a year. Knighton tweeted, "Thank you all for the wonderful messages of support. There is much going on behind the scenes. Things are moving forward as planned. I apologize, I can't be on this platform more, just bogged down in meetings. God bless and every good wish to all of you. Your support is greatly appreciated." There aren't any other details surrounding what the plans are from Knighton, although he is understood to be backing billionaire Sir James Ratcliffe, who himself has interest in a takeover. Knighton appears to be speaking to multiple parties about raising the funds needed to put a bid in front of current owners, the Glazers. In an interview last month, he said, "Everyone knows that we need a new ownership of this football club, and that is my aim, and those are my objectives. I am making good progress, continuing to talk to the people. I have got some good pledges and good finance." Knighton is no stranger to this situation, having tried to buy United back in 1989. Although this deal did eventually fall through, Knighton ended up on the board at Old Trafford. The situations do appear to be similar. Knighton had a group of financial backers last time out, something he appears to be trying to achieve now. He has also alluded to his recently in an interview too, saying, "There are strong comparisons between Manchester United in 1989 and Manchester United now, apart from the figures involved becoming much bigger." The major issue with Knighton's approach is the Glazers' lack of willingness to sell the club thus far. Despite Knighton's assertions that the Glazers will not be the owners next year, he stated recently that the American family will not own Manchester United this time next year. They have so far not shown any likelihood to sell complete control of the club. Man United identify their forward target for the January window. Manchester United are reportedly preparing a bid for Benfica's Gonzalo Ramos and could make a move for the 21-year-old in January. New United boss Erik Ten Hag is looking to add a forward to his squad as Cristiano Ronaldo is expected to leave at the end of the season, and Anthony Martial has shown to be injury prone during the early parts of this campaign. A report by the Daily Mail has stated that United will not pay more than the £25 million price tag Benfica have placed on Ramos, but the Red Devils have already made contact with the forward's representatives as they plot a move. Newcastle were also reportedly interested in Ramos this summer, but that is likely to have disappeared after adding Alexander Isak to their squad, states the Daily Mail. The move for Ramos could come as early as January, but Ten Hag is believed to have his hands tied ahead of that window, with the Glazers family reportedly planning for a quiet window after spending £230 million in the summer. Ramos has taken over as Benfica's main striker this season, following the departure of Darwin Núñez to Liverpool, and has stepped up with 8 goals and 5 assists in 8 matches in all competitions. With a contract at Benfica until 2026, the Portuguese club are likely to demand a big fee for their striker, just as they did with Núñez, and that will make it difficult for Man United to make a move in January if they are unwilling to spend a lot during that window. Manchester United are looking to sign a right back. Manchester United will reportedly look to strengthen the right back position in January or next summer. Fabrizio Romano confirmed the same in his recent interview with the United Stand. He stated, Man United want to sign a new right back, and I think it will be one of the missions for this summer or January. Diogo Dalot has been one of United's standout players this season. The Portuguese has shown a drastic improvement both offensively and defensively and is integral to the way Ten Hag wants to play football. He is comfortable on the ball and is highly press resistant. Moreover, he is known for making progressive passes which facilitate more attacks. Despite his stellar performances, Ten Hag is keen on bringing in another right back to give him competition. Romano states, Diogo Dalot is doing great. They, the club, are super happy with him. Erik Ten Hag is a big fan of Diogo, and I never had any doubts. Erik Ten Hag wanted a right back. He thinks that he needs to create competition in that position. United were reportedly close to signing Sergio Dest from FC Barcelona. Romano goes on to mention, in the final 2 or 3 days of the transfer window, there were serious possibilities for Sergio Dest, there were serious chances. He also spoke about Inter's Denzel Dumfries, a reported target for United and Chelsea. For Denzel Dumfries, I would keep the situation open, not just for January, but for next summer. Manchester United have not given up hope of signing England international. Manchester United have not given up hope of signing Borussia Dortmund midfielder and England international Jude Bellingham. Bellingham took the brave decision to move abroad, signing for Borussia Dortmund at an incredibly young age. The former Birmingham City midfielder took the opportunity to join one of the biggest clubs in Europe, and it certainly paid off. The England international is already a regular for his country and has become a key figure in Dortmund's side, including in the Champions League. Now, he is attracting the interest of many clubs who will be looking to sign him, including plenty in his home country. According to 90 Minutes, Manchester United have not given up hope of signing Bellingham in the future, despite interest from Liverpool. A return to England would certainly be exciting from a natural perspective, but Bellingham does have to ensure he is playing regularly if he wants to continue representing his country. Manchester United and Liverpool are likely to find a place for Bellingham in their side, but at the moment he seems comfortable at Dortmund. However, Manchester United and Liverpool are considered two of the biggest clubs in the world, which could be too much of an attraction for Bellingham to ignore. Fabrizio Romano backs Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for a Premier League job. Former Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was not in contention for the Brighton job, but Fabrizio Romano has backed him as a good option for other Premier League clubs. The Norwegian tactician has been out of work since being sacked by Man United last November, and it remains to be seen if he will be back in management again anytime soon. Fans and pundits alike will be divided over how well suited Solskjaer would actually be for another big management job, but it seems Romano is backing him as a decent possibility for several top-flight teams in the near future. Still, it seems there is no truth to the rumors that the 49-year-old has also been a candidate for Brighton to replace Graham Potter, with Romano insisting in his exclusive Out of Sight column that they were only ever keen to hire Roberto De Zerbi. It's inevitable that plenty of managers will be linked with a job when an opening becomes available, but I am not convinced by the recent rumors about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being one of the candidates for Brighton, Romano said. I am told the only man wanted by Brighton was Roberto De Zerbi, the real main priority. I have no information on Solskjaer and talks with Brighton. The situation is really quiet around Ole as of now. I am sure he would be a good call for many Premier League clubs, but he needs a clear and long-term project. Solskjaer is a Manchester United legend from his playing days, but it's fair to say he looked a risky managerial appointment for the Red Devils, and it was the right move by the club to change things when they did. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.